We now move to the next segment of the program, Welcome Address by Dr. Vinod Surana. Dr. Vinod Surana is the managing partner of Surana and Surana International Attorneys, a firm ranked among the top law firms since 1998. He's a lawyer and internationally accredited mediator from Singapore and United States. He's led 11 international delegations of Indian business leaders under the Confederation of Indian Industry and Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry banners, strengthening cross-border engagement. He is responsible for conceptualizing, advocating for, and getting India's first defense manufacturing corridor to Tamil Nadu. May I now invite Dr. Vinod Surana to deliver the welcome address.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain to India, Mr. Juan Antonio Marc Viol, Mr. Brajendra Navneet, the Principal Secretary to the Government of Tamil Nadu, Consul Generals of France, Germany, Japan, Taiwan, Thailand, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka, Honorary Consul Generals of Vietnam, Austria, and Spain, leaders of industry from the Greater Chennai region, the Coimbatore region, the Thoothukudi Tirunelveli region, as well as other clusters across Tamil Nadu and South India, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure and honor for my firm, my colleagues, and myself to extend a warm greetings to this extremely distinguished gathering. This annual Diplomats' Night is organized by my law firm to acknowledge, appreciate, and celebrate the role and contribution of diplomats in developing and furthering trade, investment, and people-to-people relations between Tamil Nadu and their respective countries. Friends, today the world is facing multiple mega disruptions. Disruptions such as geopolitical tensions, trade and tariff barriers, climate change, unsustainable debt, currency instability, AI and automation-driven risks to unemployment and social stability, cyber warfare, increasing demographic and income imbalances, among others. In this uncertain world, the role of diplomats and the role of diplomacy is even more crucial in building trust, reducing uncertainty, and creating consensus on shared objectives between nations. I truly believe that diplomacy is the only viable and workable option in the world. At my firm, we are convinced that the free movement of people, products, services, and ideas in an atmosphere of peace and certainty are important for progress and prosperity for all. Our decades-long work with governments in India, governments overseas, of leading trade delegations internationally, resolving disputes through mediation and negotiations is the basis of our convention and of our conviction. In the past decade or so, we have witnessed the proactive, principled, and positive impact of the non-aligned Indian diplomacy in building bridges and breaking barriers. Today, India is actively engaging with every country across the world: the United States, Russia, China, Asia, Europe, Americas, Middle East, Africas, and beyond. Today we see that the world wants to bond and bind with India. And this is evident from the various trade and partnership agreements which we have signed in just the last 18 months. The deals with the European Union, the United States, UAE, Oman, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, you name it. Diplomacy has also shown its effect, its positive impact from the growing importance of India in the BRICS, in the Quad framework, and the growing worldwide demand for a permanent seat at the United Nations. We have seen that India has deliberately made a choice for collaboration over confrontation. We are on the side of peace, not war. In this background, which is driven by diplomacy and, of course, solid performance at home, India has today emerged as a bright and peaceful spot in an economically and geopolitically turbulent world. Earlier this week, I was reading the IMF report, which mentioned that India accounts today for 17% of the projected worldwide economic expansion, compared to less than 10% for America, 2% for Europe, and 4.2% for all the emerging economies put together. I must also here mention and highlight the fact that Tamil Nadu has over the years become the brightest spot in India. I would have loved to speak a lot about my state, but the videos from Guidance Tamil Nadu and Deep Tech Tamil Nadu have already driven home the point. From salt to software, from handicrafts and handlooms to handheld devices, from agricultural produce to autonomous vehicles and drones, Tamil Nadu makes it all. And this has been made possible because historically, Tamil Nadu has given investors clarity and certainty. Clarity and certainty through practical, profitable, sustainable, and futuristic policy framework covering the traditional and modern areas. Our state of Tamil Nadu has effortlessly transitioned, yet bridged the past with the present with the future. It is aptly described in today's theme, which is from Silapadigaram, which is an ancient Tamil text, a literary text, from Silapadigaram to Silicon Valley. We have made great progress. We have grasped the stars, but we are firmly rooted in our traditions and civilization. Speaking of civilization, every table in this hall today is named after a particular river of Tamil Nadu. This highlights the thrust of our state towards nature, conservation, connectivity, and sustainability. Historic accounts show that the Tamil people, the Tamil land, have graciously and gracefully accepted and assimilated people, cultures, and ideas from far and near. And the history and historic accounts date beyond the past 2000 years. Today, an important aspect of this progress, this transformation, this growth is due to institutions like Guidance Tamil Nadu, which is the nodal investment agency for the state. In trade and business circles, Guidance Tamil Nadu has gained the reputation for being the most efficient and effective investment promotion agency in India. Similarly, Tamil Nadu Tech Hub, which comes under the IT ministry, is the first emerging and deep tech innovation network in India. It has effectively connected the intellectual capabilities of our research and educational institutions with the entrepreneurial and capital ecosystems to successfully establish a deep tech ecosystem in Tamil Nadu. My firm is honored to work with guidance, Government of Tamil Nadu, to establish a world-class legal services delivery ecosystem in Tamil Nadu by setting up offices in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities where there are rapidly emerging technology and manufacturing clusters. A MOU is already in operation. We are also honored to work with IT&T, the deep tech arm of the government of Tamil Nadu, to strengthen intellectual property protection and corporate compliance among the startup and deep tech innovation ecosystem in Tamil Nadu to increase their value, productivity, and contribution to development. As you would have seen, Surana and Surana is the only Tamil Nadu born firm to rank among India's top law firms for last 3 decades. We believe we owe this to our state, our people, and our industry. Friends, our chief guest, His Excellency Mr. Antonio Mark Pujol. I'm sorry if he is a very proactive and seasoned diplomat with a very sharp focus on strengthening bilateral ties in technology, infrastructure, and culture between our respective countries. In the trade and diplomatic circles, he is known to be an intellectual, a prolific writer with a very analytical and culturally aware mind. In fact, His Excellency has announced that 2026 will be the year of India and Spain. He has already started in all earnestness from the beginning of this year to strengthen collaboration in culture, tourism, technology, especially artificial intelligence. He has started establishing institutional relationships and has begun regional engagements by visiting various states. I must also mention here, it is appropriate, that the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu visited Spain in 2024 with a high-level delegation where investment commitments of more than 3,400 crores were not only made, but several of them are already operational. The Honorable Chief Minister highlighted, as you could see from the video, various similarities between Tamil Nadu and Spain. Bullfight in Spain, Jallikattu in Tamil Nadu. Renewable energy, a thrust on tourism, specialty textiles, advanced manufacturing, and aerospace, among others. There are a growing number of Spanish brands who are not only manufacturing but also trading in Tamil Nadu. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are tremendous mutually beneficial opportunities to be explored and acted upon between Tamil Nadu and Spain. I would highly recommend you engage with the Honorable Ambassador, the Honorary Consul General of Spain in Chennai, as well as the various Consul Generals who have come here during dinner. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised when the Honorable Ambassador asked me, when the program was starting, are there going to be any questions from the audience? And I said, if Your Excellency so desires. He said, yes, that will be very good. It is very rare for a diplomat to come to a stage and take questions without being forewarned. So we really appreciate that, sir. I would like to request the audience, please get as much information as you want. Ask, clear your doubts, ask questions. The possibilities of trade, investment, and engagement with Spain are limitless. Last year, we had my classmate, the Italian ambassador to India, as the chief guest. And I have seen, Your Excellency, that after that visit, the interaction and actual deals between South India and Italy have gone up manyfold. I think there is a similar opportunity between Spain and Tamil Nadu. Please make the best use of it. Normally, the tradition in our firm is to have a formal sit-down dinner. But there was a popular demand and extensive feedback among last year's and the earlier years' participants that we should not have a formal sit-down dinner where we are tied to a few people across the table. We should have it as a networking buffet-style dinner where we can move around and actually make deals. So therefore, this year we are going to have a networking buffet dinner instead of a formal sit-down dinner. With those introductory remarks and context setting, I look forward to our dignitaries speaking and to setting the tone for a deeper beneficial engagement between our industry, our society, and Spain. Thank you very much.